This is Relationship Matters with Dr. Ufoma Nwachukwu, and I'm streaming live from Nigeria, currently streaming from the city of Ughelli in Nigeria. How are you doing today? It's a new month, and today we are going to be starting a new series. Last month, we handled a very interesting session, a very interesting topic, and I want to believe that you have been able to watch all the videos. Last month, we talked about relationship choices. We are in the last month of the year 2025. Are you excited about that? And it is a season that we need to be very, very intentional. And that's why we are taking a new series this month. We are going to be looking at gratitude, at the secret to building stronger relationships. It's a time of the year where people, churches, do Thanksgiving ceremonies. They appreciate God for how He has kept them through the year. There's one form of thanksgiving or the other, but an aspect that some persons do not pay attention to. In fact, some other persons also, because it is season of Christmas, they appreciate family and friends, they buy gifts for other people, but they do not pay attention to their immediate families, forgetting that they say that charity begins at home. Yes, charity begins at home. So we are going to be looking at the topic of gratitude for the whole of this month. How gratitude can help your relationship. And the emphasis today is going to be on understanding gratitude. What does gratitude mean in love? What does gratitude mean in love? How can gratitude help your love life? How can gratitude help your relationship to be stronger? And do you know that one of the easiest things that create cracks in relationships and marriage is ingratitude? So when people talk about what easily makes marriages not to work, their minds might go to things, major issues. Yes, of course, things like sex, things like finances, things like communication have been outlined as issues, major issues that cause problems in marriages and make marriages to fall apart. But you know, there are some subtle ones, and one of those major ones is ingratitude, because it creates cracks in the relationship gradually, and from those cracks, some things begin to seep in, and before you know it, the marriage collapses. But that's not going to be our portion. That is the reason why we are trying to get knowledge. Never forget that through knowledge, a house is built. Through wisdom, through understanding, it is established. And then the whole room is filled and stuffed with all the good things that you can think about. So we are going to be looking at what is gratitude. What is gratitude? Today we are going to be looking at 3 A's that will help us to understand what gratitude means. 3 A's. Capital letter A or small letter A. A for ant. And the first A that we are going to be talking about is awareness. If you are not aware of what your partner has done to you, what and how are you going to be grateful? You have to be intentional. Do you know that at a particular time, I had to open up a gratitude journal for my husband? I wanted to take record every day what he does for me. I'm not talking about those big things like he bought a car for you, he did this for you. I'm talking about little things. So awareness talks about being intentional, noticing what the person does for you every day. Gratitude simply says, yes, I notice what you are doing. I see what you are doing. I take note of what it is you are doing. It might not be big things. It might just be helping to remove the clothes from outside when it was raining. It might just be giving a helping hand in the kitchen, so he saw that you are tired, and then he offers to help to wash the dishes. It could just be that he does the laundry. It could just be that he saw that, oh, you were cooking and maybe the gas finished and he offered to go help you to buy the gas. Taking notice of those little things is the first step in becoming an intentional person of gratitude. So if you must be a grateful person, you must begin to take notice of what the person does for you on a daily basis. Because if you do not take note, if you are not aware, then there is no way you are going to be appreciative. Later on, we are going to be looking at some of those things that are hindrances to living a life of gratitude. Now, gratitude is not just a feeling. Gratitude should be developed as a skill, which is going to be a plus for you. The emphasis today is in the marital relationship, but I can assure you that wherever you are, even if you are a boss in your office, gratitude will turn your workplace around. If you are the type of person that is appreciative of what your staffs do, I mean those staffs that you can easily sack, the person that you can easily say, today I've terminated your appointment. And you feel that because you can do that, you don't appreciate the efforts that the person is putting in. So he is your staff, he is your receptionist, for instance, and then he or she comes to work early, ensures that the place is tidy, ensures that your customers and your clients are well attended to, and then you do not show appreciation in any way. Do you know that it's going to affect the person's mood? It becomes even worse when you are not just not noticing, but always complaining. So when the person does something that is good, you do not take notice. But once he or she does something that is negative, yes, you now remember that you are going to talk. So awareness is the first step to adopting a life of gratitude. You must begin to be consciously aware. And the next one is appreciation. It is a state of mind of acknowledging that yes, this person really did it. But do you know that some persons actually stop at just acknowledging or just appreciating in their mind, and they do nothing to express it to that person? So in the second phase, yes, you appreciate it. Some people just appreciate, I appreciate what this person did, but they do not say it out. But that takes us to the last step, which is articulation. That is the third A. Articulation, putting it in words, expressing it. Like they say in the Nigeria palace, if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. You can type that in the comment section. If you see something, say something. So don't just keep quiet. You notice that your partner did this, your partner did that. Please put it in words, articulate it. Don't say, I don't know how to talk. If you want your marriage to be strong, if you want it to be healthy, if you want to have a blissful marriage, you must have to learn to do the things that don't naturally come to you. So if you think that you are not the type that, okay, I can express it in some other ways, please, you have to learn to say thank you. You know those magic words that they teach even nursery students? I am sorry. Thank you. Do you understand? All those things go a long way to ensuring that you have a beautiful marriage. So I mentioned the 3 A's. The first one is awareness. You must be aware of what the person has done to you. In my case, I had to learn to be intentional, taking note on a daily basis. At the end of the day, I will reflect and say, what is it I'm grateful for that my husband did for me today? It could just be buying sweet. Or sometimes my husband will just come with tom-tom. Do you understand? But you have to be grateful for the little things, because it will open door for the bigger things. And then, of course, like I said, the second one is appreciation, acknowledging it, and then the last one is articulating it by expressing it. Now, what are the advantages of gratitude? How will gratitude help your relationship? The first one is that it will positively transform the emotional atmosphere of your relationship. Why? Because when you are grateful and you express it to the person will feel seen. Yes, the person will feel seen. The person will acknowledge and know that the effort that he or she is putting in is being acknowledged. And of course, to want to do more. Once the person knows that any little thing, any effort I put in, the person notices it. For instance, the husband goes out in the morning, the house was scattered. By the time he comes back, the house is arranged. That noticing that, wow, you did clean up today. Thank you so much for putting the house in order. That person would want to do what? Put in more effort next time to ensure that the house is clean. Or you took your time, you went to market, you prepared the meal. Why should the husband feel that it is his entitlement? Later we'll look at the things that destroy gratitude. So by the time he feels that after all, is she not the one that is supposed to cook? I don't know where it is written that it's a responsibility to cook. So if she does the cooking, please appreciate, even if it is a responsibility, just like I said about somebody that is working under you. So it's the person's responsibility to keep the office clean. I can tell you, I can assure you that even though it is the person's job description, if you acknowledge that person, the person will be in a better frame of mind to put in his or her best next time. Now, another advantage of gratitude I would like to talk about is that it will help the partners to easily forgive. Why? Because appreciation and resentment cannot cohabit. I don't know if you heard that, and I say it again, that resentment and appreciation cannot cohabit. So if you are appreciative to your partner and you say it, you express it, that is gratitude, there is going to be hardly a situation whereby that person is holding grudges against you. And of course, gratitude will also ensure that there is lack of friction. It will make it to be possible that there is less friction in that relationship, because of course, because the person is appreciative, it is going to also bring about emotional bonding. It's going to bring about connection between the individuals that are involved. Like I said earlier, if you see something, then you have to say something. Now let's look at the things that hinder gratitude. What makes it difficult for some persons to be grateful? The first one is entitlement mentality. When you feel that it is after all, he is supposed to pay the school fees, so why should I tell him thank you for paying his school fees, for just doing his day-to-day responsibilities? Why should I tell her thank you for sweeping the room? Is she not the one that is supposed to sweep the room? That entitlement mentality will destroy your relationship. Whether your marital relationship, whether it's a marital relationship at your workplace, even if somebody does just that which he or she is expected to do. For instance, you enter into a hotel, you enter into a shopping mall, and somebody opens the door for you. Please say thank you. Make gratitude a lifestyle. Yes, the person is paid for the job. Some people now feel, why should I say thank you? For heaven's sake, when you say thank you, does it reduce your height? Does it reduce the number of the hair on your head? Does it make you to get shorter? On the flip side, if you say it, it will add value. It will create connection. When next time you tell somebody thank you, please look at the person's facial expression, especially if that person is a subordinate. Do you understand? Maybe the person is a cleaner, the person is a gate man. Do you understand? I make it a point of duty that whenever I drive into my hospital premises. The security man sees me coming. He gets up to open the gate. I make it a point of duty to say thank you. I do not say it is his responsibility to do that. You understand me? So entitlement mentality is one of those things that is going to hinder you from being expressive. The next one will be silent expectations. So you expecting too much from your partner. So he does this one that in your own assessment is little, and you just feel, so what exactly has he done? His mates are buying cars for their wives. He bought a phone. So do I have to start rolling on the floor because he bought a phone? Do you understand? Silent expectations, sometimes those expectations are so high. If you are the type that is expecting so much from your spouse and you do not appreciate the little things that the person is doing, is going to hinder the connection in your relationship. So, of course, you should acknowledge the fact that this is what the person can do at this moment. And because the person has the mind to even do this, I say thank you. So even if my husband buys 50 naira groundnut for me, I say thank you. Because I tell you, there are some nights I would really feel like eating that groundnut and it's not available. So if he's thoughtful enough, do you know that gratitude for somebody to do something for you, that means the person was thinking about you. Whatever it is that the person did for you, know that the person had you in mind. And where gratitude comes in is simply to say that I am grateful. I noticed that you actually thought about me, and I am appreciative of the fact that you had me in mind. So like I said earlier, gratitude means that I see you. I see the things that you do for me. I am grateful for the things that you do for me, and I am saying thank you for the things that you do for me. Focusing on the person's weakness is another disadvantage. Another thing that can hinder gratitude is focusing on people's weaknesses instead of on their strength. So, but you should also understand that you are not a perfect person. You are not a perfect person. You also have areas of weaknesses. So, do not focus on the person's weaknesses, but on their strengths. If you focus on their strengths, you will be able to say, thank you for this. Yes, the person is not good in this other area. The person is not very good with being domestic, for instance. So, for instance, not all men are domestic. Do you understand? Not all men are domestic. So I was in the office the other day. I had an extern. I have two externs working under me. One of them just picked napkin and was trying to dust the place, clean up the place. There was another day I spilled water on the floor. He just quickly went out to go get mop to mop the place. That is his strength. But he has his weaknesses too. Sometimes he would come so late. Do you understand? So, but at least if you focus on his strengths, you will be appreciative. And I wouldn't say, okay, because he's learning under me, then I should not say. In fact, I said thank you for like 3 times. That day he picked the mop to clean the water I spilled on the floor. I said thank you for more than 2 times, because at least it got to me that, oh, he's a man, he's not a lady. He did not say, let's look for the cleaner. He went out himself to get the mop and ensure that the place was tidied up. So like I just said, focusing on people's weaknesses is one thing that is going to make you not to be appreciative. And the next one would be emotional forgetfulness. So in fact, it is lack of intentionality. If you are not paying attention and you forget what the person has done for you. Sorry about that hitch. So sorry about that hitch. So sorry about that. Actually, we are rounding up. Like I always say, I always do not want our sessions to be too long so that people can be encouraged to listen through if they miss the live session. So what would be my advice to you today? In fact, I'm giving you an assignment. What are you going to be grateful for today to your partner in your relationship? I want you to put one thing in the comment section that you are going to be grateful for today, and I want you to take action immediately. Send that to your partner a message or put a call across. Think of one thing that that person has done this year. This year is far, but then because if you have not been taking notice, that's why I gave that gap. But just this week that ended, can you think of one thing that your partner has done for you? Even if you are not married, you are in a relationship, but even if you are also not in a relationship heading to marry, then you should be in a friendship. Think of one thing that your friend has done for you in the past 1 month, in the past 1 week, in the past 1 year, and I would like you to send the person a message. Try to be specific. Don't just say thank you. Don't just say thank you. Thank you for what? You have to be able to communicate gratitude. So you have to be able to mention exactly what that person has done for you. That is what I meant initially when I said awareness. You have to be aware of what the person needs. Thank you for bringing in the clothes when it was raining. Thank you for helping to wash the dishes. Thank you for this beautiful gift. I really do appreciate it. Let it come out of you and let the person know that you are actually grateful for it. Okay, so there was a time I bought a bag for my daughter and it says, "Mommy, I thank you so much for this bag. I so much like this bag and I cannot thank you enough." She said thank you several times for one bag. That's what it means to communicate gratitude. So today, take your phone, put a call across, send a message, or talk directly to the person. Tell the person I appreciate all that you have been doing to make this marriage work. Until our next episode, don't you ever forget that I am your compass to building relationships that last. See you at 5 p.m. West African time next week Sunday. Share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are watching on YouTube. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you, Maureen, for joining today. God bless you.